Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa. I'm a 45-year-old single person currently living in the Northern Virginia area. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you so much for stopping back by. I really appreciate it. Today I'm going to go over my June paycheck number 2 budget, and this is for June 26th through July the 9th. Alright, so as usual I went ahead and just laid out all of my categories to save some time. Let's go ahead and start with my income. So I am a salaried employee and I am paid bi-weekly. My bi-weekly income is $1,700. Moving on to my fixed expenses. My first expense is rent. I do rent a basement apartment in somebody's home. It's kind of like a studio apartment. I have my own entrance, I have a little kitchenette, bathroom, all that good stuff. My monthly rent is $900, but I set aside half of my rent every paycheck. So this paycheck, I'm going to set aside $450. So my rent is all inclusive. That includes all utilities, Wi-Fi, all that good stuff. Next is my credit card, and the minimum payment bi-weekly is $165. I have a personal loan, and the minimum bi-weekly payment for that debt is $252. Next is the gym, and the gym is $32. Now here in the state of Virginia, I think we've moved on to phase 2 as of, I think, last Friday, so the gym has opened back up. So I do anticipate that I will be billed again probably this month. Next is Netflix, and Netflix is $16. So my total fixed expenses is $915. Moving on to cash expenses, the first expense is my food, and my bi-weekly budget for food is $120, so $60 per week. Next is gas for my car, and my budget is going to be $30, so $15 per week. I still have $15 left over from last week, and I may not need this money, but I'm going to go ahead and stuff this envelope these next couple weeks. Next is household, and this is for cleaning supplies, personal care like toothpaste, body wash, that kind of good stuff. And my budget's going to be $20. Moving on to fur babies, I have a puppy and a kitty. They are spoiled rotten, and this category is for nail trims, wet food, dry food, kitty litter, and treats, and their budget is going to be $50. Next is spending. Now spending is actually not going to be funded this paycheck. I did spend $126 last pay period, which was unusual. I got a new to me fridge that I bought from a friend of a friend, and I was really excited to go grocery shopping this weekend and fill it up with lots of fruits and veggies, and I am happy to report that none of my fruits and veggies froze. If you've been here for a little while, you know that my lovely landlords, who I absolutely adore, they're wonderful, wonderful ladies, they had purchased, I don't know, it's a little bit bigger than a mini fridge, and it freezes everything. So I would go to the store, I'd buy produce, and by the second day it was all frozen solid. So I am super excited to have a new to me fridge that does not freeze my fruits and veggies. So that was a lot of information about spending, but I won't be stuffing it this week because I spent so much last paycheck. So my total cash expenses for this paycheck is $220. Moving on to my sinking funds. The first sinking fund is medical. So this is for medical, dental, vision, which covers any copays that I might have, glasses, dental visits, that kind of good stuff. And my budget is going to be $10. So I'll contribute $5 per week. Next is clothing, and I'll also be contributing $10. Beauty, and beauty includes haircuts, color, pedicures, manicures, that kind of good stuff. And beauty is going to get $10. Next is fur babies, and this category is for their vet visits, and that is also going to get $10. Next is gifts, and gifts is been used primarily for birthdays, and gifts is also going to get $10. Next category is taxes. This is for my car. I pay property taxes every year, and this also includes emissions, inspection, and all of those good things that we have here in the state of Virginia, and the budget is $10. Next is car maintenance. I have a 2014 Kia Soul that I bought the first couple months of the year, and the car maintenance category is for oil changes or any repairs that might be needed, and I'm going to contribute $20. Last sinking fund category is for Christmas, and I'm going to contribute $40 towards Christmas. So my total sinking funds for this paycheck is $120. All right, so when I take my income and I subtract my fixed expenses, subtract my cash expenses and my sinking funds, I have $445 that's left over in this paycheck. So what I'm going to do with that money is I'm going to, I don't know if you can hear Chewy, but he's hacking and coughing behind me. I'm going to contribute the $445 to the IRS. So I'm going to put that down here for my Irs payment. Now this is for taxes last year. I had a change in filing status, and I really thought that I was going to break even, but I did not. So I owe, and my beginning debt balance for the IRS is $1,844. And of course, this is due the middle of July. I'm going to set aside $445 from this paycheck, so that will still leave me owing $1,399. Now, I realize I am not going to get to I'm not going to get to $13.99 by the middle of July when taxes are due. And so I'm just going to save as much as I can. And whatever amount I am short, I will pull out of my emergency fund. Next is my credit card, and the beginning balance on the credit card is $7,018. I'm only contributing the minimum payment this paycheck, which is what I have up here, which is $165. And that will leave me a balance of $6,583. Last is my personal loan, and the beginning balance is $5,040. Again, since I am concentrating on the IRS, I'm only making the minimum payment, which is up here, and that is $252 for the personal loan. So that leaves me an ending balance of $4,788. So going over my totals, the total beginning debt balance is $13,902. My total payments, when I take 445 plus 165 plus 252, is $862. Leaves me an ending balance of $13,040. Now, once I get done with the IRS, I will start knocking down my credit card debt again. I think I have $2,500 in my emergency fund right now. I think I haven't done, a rough estimate of my next budget, but I'm thinking I can probably maybe get to about $400 next paycheck as well. So I'll probably only have to pull out $1,000, maybe a little bit less out of my emergency fund, which will still leave me $1,500, which is more than the $1,000 baby emergency fund that Dave Ramsey suggests. So I won't need to rebuild my emergency fund before I start tackling this debt again. Now, one change from my last paycheck, and you're not going to see it on any budget, but I did get a post office box. I used the money that I made from YouTube to prepay for 3 months. Now, the reason I did that, I had I've had a few companies reach out about reviewing products. And in the past, I've given out, my home address, and I didn't feel comfortable doing that anymore. And so I got the P.O. box so that I didn't have to give out my home address. And then somebody here on YouTube, a subscriber, offered to send me some cash envelopes and gave me an Etsy credit. So I did order some envelopes, and again, didn't want to give out my home address. So the cost for the P.O. box was, I think it's $30 a month. So it was, I think $90 is what I ended up paying. So YouTube income, it kind of fluctuates, but on average, I make anywhere from $200 to $250 a month when you guys watch the ads that play when my videos are on. So that money is what I will use to pay for the post office box. So I'm not sure when these products are going to come, but I have a few items that will be sent for review. So you'll see a couple of videos that you don't normally see from me very often, which are always fun to make. I love trying new products. If anybody is interested, my P.O. box will be down in the description box below. So that will wrap up June paycheck number 2. I hope you guys are doing really well with your budget and staying on track. I feel very optimistic about how my budgets are going. I feel very motivated by the fact that other than the IRS, things have been I haven't had anything come up that has been really expensive. So I am really excited that things are still on track for me in terms of debt repayment. So again, thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you're at. Bye.